Good morning, everyone. It's Sal, Stretford Post. How you're doing? And welcome to another episode of Breaking Dawn. I hope you're all doing good. I hope you're all doing fine on the morning after the night before where Manchester United lost 1-0 to Arsenal, guys. I know it's horrible. It's a horrible defeat to take. And you know what I would say about it is that, yes, there were a lot of positives to take from that game. I'm not going to be all doom and gloom. I think the possession-wise, the way we dominated that game, it was Manchester United's most dominant display against Arsenal for 10 years when you're looking at possession-based and you're looking at chances created, etc. Now, you're looking at Man United and you think, yeah, look, you know what? Should have won that game. But I don't want to bring in all the doom and gloom. I want to blame one thing, guys. I want to blame one thing first of all. First of all, the PGMO, the Referee Association, the agenda against Manchester United now is becoming ridiculous. Every single season, time in, time out, we're seeing crucial decisions that should be given to Manchester United go against us. Contradictions in regards to decisions that occur during games that are the opposite the week before or in other games. The penalty for Cunha yesterday was a penalty. Because I don't care if there was minimal contact. What is minimal contact? It was a penalty. He came from behind. He fouled Cunha. It was a penalty. And as much as we want to blame Bayindir, and Bayindir was very weak for the goal. I know he was very weak for the goal. And probably a better goalkeeper would have punched it out and that would have been that. But it was a foul on Mason Mount, number one, and the goalkeeper, number two. So I've got three scenarios there where we were hard done by the referee again. Now, we take it back to the Arsenal game about a year or two ago when Garnacho was clean through, made it 2-1 to Man United. We should have won the game. It was not offside. It was inconclusive when you looked at the replays. No one could tell if it's offside or not, and we end up losing the game 3-1. These are the decisions that we need to go our way. We could play blinding football, brilliant football, but if the referee's not making the right decisions, just like he didn't against Arsenal in the FA Cup last season, we were lucky that we won that game because we would be absolutely fuming because the referee was against us. We won on penalties. But these are the moments in games that cost teams points, cost managers jobs, and cost a lot of money. You know, and that's what I would say as I start the show, guys. As I start the show, the referee needs to look at himself in a mirror. I don't think he really cares because I think there is an agenda against Man United. I think anyone who doesn't think there's an agenda against Man United has an agenda with their brain. That's what I'm thinking. Because at the end of the day, Man United should have won that game yesterday if it wasn't for the referee anyway. But let's take it back again. Now, we've been speaking all summer about how important it is to Man United to fix the goalkeeper position, fix the midfield position, how important it is to do that. We've been speaking a while about that, innit? We've been speaking about Baleba, we've been speaking about Donnarumma, Senny Lamens and all that. And this is precisely why we've been speaking about that. With a competent goalkeeper yesterday, Man United, at the very least, draw that game. Obviously, tactically, the game would have changed. It would have still been 0-0. Arsenal would have been coming out slightly a bit more. You never know what would have happened. Maybe Man United might have won the game. Do you know what I mean? Maybe. But this is what we're talking about, isn't it? Fine margins in football. Fine margins in football are what are the difference at the end of the day. Man United won a treble with fine margins. The whole season, fine margins. Do you know what I mean? And this is what we're talking about. We cannot throw away this season. We have to give Ruben Amorim the tools. If he doesn't get a midfielder, okay, we'll deal with the midfield. But bloody get the guy a good goalkeeper. Get him a class goalkeeper. Get him a goalkeeper that is competent. Because I look at the game yesterday and I saw two scenarios, two different ends of the spectrum, right? There was a corner that comes in, right? Corner comes in from Declan Rice and Bayindir flaps at it. Bayindir flaps it and it was weak. It was a foul, but he flapped at it. If he was dominant, he could have still punched it out, even though it was a foul. Exactly the same type of cross came in from Bruno a few minutes later, and Raya punched it away. Exactly the same thing. And that's the difference between having a competent goalkeeper and a weak goalkeeper. Regardless if it's a foul or not, and it was a foul. There were two fouls in the lead up to that goal. There was a foul in the lead up to the goal when Declan Rice scored against Man United. That very game I was talking about a couple of years ago when Garnacho should have scored, there was a foul in that corner as well. Let's not forget that, guys. There is an agenda against Man United. I would argue that with absolutely anyone, guys. I would argue that with anyone. But guys, it is disappointing. But you know what? We have to move. We do have to move on from it. We have to move on from it. You know, gut wrenching. If we were outplayed, we played badly, and Arsenal deserved to win. Okay, hold my hands up. We're not there, and we'll hold my hands up. But we played good yesterday. We played excellent yesterday. Our play was incredibly efficient. We were creating chances. We were dominating the midfield. Can you believe it? Even up front, Mbeumo, Cunha looked absolutely incredible, guys, in my opinion. They looked sharp. They looked determined, angry. And that's what I wanted to see. That's what I want to see from a Manchester United team, of course. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's what I want to see from a Man United team, guys. Absolutely. Now, guys, I've got this poll, guys, here. Please let me just decrease the size of the poll. Bear me a second. I'll just decrease the size of the poll for you. It's right in my face. There we go. Right. What I would say, I've got this poll for you guys. Vote 1, vote 2, vote 3 for your man of the match, guys. If you want, check it out, see if it works. It's a new poll. It's a new system. I'm trying it out. Let me know if it works, guys. Absolutely. Do vote 1. I'm going to write it like this. I'll give you an example in the comments. Vote 1 or vote 2. Something like that. Okay, guys? So you do that. Absolutely. And obviously, hopefully it connects and stuff like that. And it works, of course, kind of it works. Hopefully, because it didn't work last time. But yeah, I'm working on it. But guys, look, in regards to the game, let me move up. In regards to the game, guys, what I would say is this, right? What I would say is that I was very impressed with the way Man United performed. Right? I was very impressed with the way Man United performed. The play was good. We played well. It just wasn't our day. Referee decisions, mistake. And this is what I'm talking about. Fine margins of football, as we always do. Fine margins of football are the difference between winning and losing, and the difference between top 4 and top 5 or top 8. That's the difference, guys. And this happened so many times last season, guys. So many times this occurred last season. I've lost count how many times this has happened. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day. Dembo, good morning. How you doing, my friend? Morning, Sal. Though it was an L, there was positives for today. The game, a 6 isn't a priority. It's a goalkeeper. Don't worry much. I think both of them are a priority, mate. I'm not gonna discount any position in the football pitch. I think there are a lot of positions. I think those 2 positions in particular are very, very important. I think they are. I think Dorgu. When he came on, he was a little bit giving the ball away, stupid shots from there, and he almost gave a goal away. The midfield, guys, and I would stress again, Bruno Fernandes is not a number 8. He's not a number 8. I would told you guys, he's not a number 8. Bruno should not be playing number 8, right? He should not be playing. He plays number 10. If he doesn't play number 10, he doesn't play at all. Mason Mount had an average game. He had an average game. There's a lot of overhyping going on about him. Absolutely ridiculous overhyping going on about Mason Mount's performance. I thought Mason Mount was extremely average, but he did better than he's usually done. He is getting a little bit overhyped, I think. And look, Man United, he's not going to get in the place of Cunha, Mbeumo, and Sesko, so he's a bench player. So we keep him as a squad player, and that's okay. That's okay. We keep him as a squad player. That's okay at the end of the day. But yeah, look, at the end of the day, guys, it was a disappointing defeat, guys. It was a disappointing defeat. I'm sad about it, but we have to move on, guys. We do have to move on, and we have to hope that things get better, of course. Next week against Fulham, we have to win that one. MSK, big up MSK. How you doing? Big up Sal. Great to wake up to your show. Amram needs a goalkeeper, or else we lose his job. Big up MSK. I agree. Big up Kenny. Bruno gonna be Amram's downfall, and my goodness me, I'm fuming that the people say Mount was fantastic. Like what does he even do? What does he do, mate? There's this overhyped circle that goes on here, guys. There is an overhyped circle that happens, guys, with Man United for some weird reason, guys. Some weird reason. You know, they're praising him like a world class, like he played. I mean, look, guys, sorry. There's some weird reason that they're praising him. I don't know why they're praising him so much. I don't know what the thing is with him, of course, guys. But people are praising him over the top. It's over the top. And maybe he had a decent game. Maybe he had an average game. Maybe his game was average. But for me, he's over the top. It was over the ratings. It is over the top, guys. Absolutely. Let me just see if my poll is working, guys. I want to see if my poll is working. Absolutely. Let me see if it works. Yeah, hopefully it works. I'm not sure if it is actually, but yeah, guys, just no problem about that at all. Yeah, so look, guys, very disappointed anyway. Morning, Sal. We need a midfielder and a keeper if we're going to suffer badly. Agree. Bruno hoofing them, booping and Hollywood passes again. Absolutely. This is on INEOS. Absolutely, Kenny. I agree with that. It is on INEOS, and people need to remember that this is on INEOS. We've been talking, guys, for months about how we need a goalkeeper, how we need a midfielder. How many times have we spoken about this, guys? How many times over the last few months have we spoken about this? It's ridiculous. Speaking about it for a year, actually. Good morning, Natty. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Morning, Sal. Do you think Mainu did not get any game time? I don't know why, mate. I don't know why. I think he's a much more better composed player in the midfield than any of our midfielders at the moment. But obviously, he didn't get a chance. You know, he didn't get a chance. And what is going to happen with Kobbie Mainoo? Are we going to keep Kobbie Mainoo? Is he going to play for Man United? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I would say I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen with Kobbie Mainoo, to be honest. I absolutely don't know what's going to happen with Kobbie Mainoo. But to be honest with you, guys, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see see if he plays, guys. Absolutely, if he plays, guys. Yeah, let me just sort this out. I'm just sorting this out, guys. Bear me a second. Yeah. So yeah, look. At the end of the day, guys, it's not if it works. Big up. Good morning, Sal. What do you think of big up? Sal, is there any news about a goalkeeper? Nothing at the moment, but I wouldn't be surprised if something comes out before September the 1st, guys, but nothing at the moment. Guys, if you want to vote, can you do me a favor? Can you just vote for your player? Do it like this, guys. Vote for your player. I want to see if it can come on stream. It'll be like this, guys. If you could do that, try it for me. Try it out for me. Guys, it'd be brilliant if you could do that for me. Big up, EC. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Big up, Sal. I wish we cashed in on Bruno. We need midfielders to play. We need midfield. We need. Let me just get this sorted out. By goodness, yesterday. We need the midfield, physical monsters who control the tempo of the game, ball winners, and have legs to carry it up. I agree with that. Absolutely agree with that. And this is something that Carlos Baleba would have done, isn't it? This is something that we were talking about. What Carlos Baleba is. We needed to slap the money down on Carlos Baleba, guys. We needed to slap the money down. Unfortunately, we're willing to throw this season out the window. We're willing to say, that's it. You know, we're going to throw it away. That's it. Another season down the drain. That's what we're basically saying, guys. That's what we're basically saying. We're willing to throw it down the drain this season, of course. Ridiculous. Kenny. I doubted Amram and started Casemiro, and I believe that now that doesn't rate Ugarte. Trust me, Ugarte would have lost the ball in our own half and would have conceded. Big up. Good morning, Coco. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. Of course, good morning, peoples. 1 a.m. here in Big up Dallas. Big up Dallas. Of course, been to Houston before. Great place. Good morning, Sam. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you again. Of course, Arsenal fans are giddy right now, especially Don Robbie. Don Robbie just needs to concentrate on his cholesterol. He don't need to concentrate on what Man United are doing at the end of the day, guys. Absolutely. Look, you know what I would say, guys, is that let them like celebrate. Let them be overly giddy, because at the end of the day, you know as well as I do, guys. You know as well as I do that they played poorly yesterday and they were fortunate to win. They were fortunate to win yesterday and they were lucky. They need to look at the bigger picture. That's what they need to do. They need to look at the bigger picture, guys. They absolutely do, because at the moment, I'm looking at them and I don't see anything from Arsenal. I'm not impressed with Arsenal. Man United dominated that game and were a mistake away, and a referee, from winning that game. Literally drawing or winning that game. Absolutely. Natty. My biggest problem is that we can do this performance consistently, and that is the thing. We have to do it consistently. We have to play well against Fulham. Now, look. You know what? We go to Fulham next week and we don't win. It's going to be a bit of a problem, guys, because then you're getting into territory we haven't won in 2 games. Right? We can fix this. We can fix this. We could beat Burnley. We could beat Fulham. We could beat Burnley, and then we go on from there. We can fix this, guys. We can fix this, but we're gonna have to perform against Fulham next week. And Fulham's not an easy place to go. You know, Fulham's not an easy place to go. It's a hard place to go. Absolutely. EC, let's see what if INEOS are as ambitious as they say they are. How do they respond to this result and do not get Amram the players he needed? Absolutely, mate. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I agree with that 100%, my man. Absolutely. At the end of the day, they have not backed Ruben Amram to the level that they're supposed to back Ruben Amram, considering where we came last season. They have not backed Ruben Amram. They've not backed him. And I'm going to be honest, guys. They have not backed Ruben Amram. As much as people want to say it, they haven't. We need a goalkeeper. We need a midfielder. The spine of the team is not complete. It's half done. They've done a half job. A half job. That's what they've done, basically. And we're not even asking for much. Man United needed 8-9 players in. 8-9 players out. We've got 3 players in, no players out. Rashford is on loan, no players out. So how does that make sense? How do you expect Ruben Amram to have a leg to stand on when we're not backing him 100%? And key areas in the pitch are needed fixing. One of them was a striker, another one was a midfielder, and another one was the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper, midfielders, so 2 of those 3 have not been fixed. We got 1 area fixed, which is the striker position. 2 of those 3 have not been fixed. They've not been fixed, and they need to by the 1st of September, guys. I'm telling you right now. I'm not going to overreact now. I'm not going to scream and shout now, even though it sounds like I am. But I'm not going to scream and shout now. But if they do not get the deals through the door, guys, if they do not get any players in by the September the 1st, guys, boy, you're going to see a different level. Of course, absolutely. Big up, Coco, my friend. Big up yourself. But despite the defeat, if we can maintain performances like this plus goals, top 6 will be achievable. I agree with that, my friend. I agree with that. Absolutely. Guys, absolutely. Play like that next week, and consistency is very important, of course. Morning, guys. The goals we conceded because Bruno gives away the ball. It's on Amram now to change the lineup next game against Fulham. The goals we conceded gave away the ball again, absolutely, Chow. And we've been talking about this. And we look at the parallels of what happened yesterday with what happened in the Europa League final. What happened in the Europa League final? Bruno gave away the ball. Goalkeeping error, didn't get down quick enough. Again, something similar. Bruno gave away the ball. Goalkeeper error. Similar thing. Here's the same thing. We've got the same problems time in, time out, season in, season out. Same problems, same problems, same problems. It's the same shit, different day at the end of the day, isn't it? At the end of the day. Positives, but I ain't gonna celebrate a 1-0. Absolutely, Kenny, and you're absolutely right. I would much rather Man United play average and draw the game or win the game than us play magnificently and lose the game. Football's about winning at the end of the day. I'm not interested in what Man United played like. Oh, we had possession FC. Arsenal, during their banter period, had possession, had dominance, but they never won games and they never won trophies. It's all about winning games. You know, at the end of the day. Let me just clear this off, guys. It's all about winning games. We blaming the ref. Neil, yeah, the ref was bad, mate. Neil Gunner, look, in all due respect, mate. If we dominated the game, if that wasn't a penny, mate, you're watching the wrong game, mate. It was a penalty. It was a penalty, mate. At the end of the day, mate, it was a penalty. It was a foul on the goalkeeper. Neil Gunner, listen, mate, you need to concentrate on winning a trophy before you say we're no good, because we got more trophies in our worst period than you have, mate. All right? And listen, we got 3 European Cups. I've seen 2. I've been there, seen it, done it, man. Want to teach you. We won it all. We've seen it all. You haven't. Concentrate on Chelsea, bruv, because they got 2 more Champions Leagues than you, bruv. So you're not really that team, right? So you need to concentrate on being the best in London before you talk about Man United. Yes, I called it. It was a pen. Prevented him from absolutely, prevented him to score. Bayern should have either fell off or got the ball. He caught it in 2 minds. Yeah, it was a penalty. It was a pen. Bayern should have punched the ball. He should have just punched it. He should have just went, bam, punch it, domineering. That's what you need to do at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's what I would do. Punch it. Take him out. Take all of them out. Imagine, Sal, imagine if we get Baleba in midfield, we have to buy midfield. You can't do the basic thing. Imagine if we have Baleba in midfield, we have to buy midfield. You can do the basic thing. Big up Natty. Big up my friend. United fans blaming ref is madness. Mate, refs decide games, brother. Refs decide games, Neil. That was a penalty on Cunha, mate. Look at the replay. Look at the replay. And then I will take you back to the penalty Man United conceded against West Ham last season. Exactly the same, right? So even this one was worse, right? So look at the replay, mate. Don't be biased. Take your blinkers off. It was a penalty for Man United. Everyone knows it was a penalty for Man United. Even Arsenal fans are saying it's a penalty to Man United, guys. You know? It's clear Bruno cannot play as a CDM. He lacks discipline. It's true. Less than 2 weeks to get in the transfer window. INEOS better pay up. Goalkeeper and midfielder required. Absolutely. F off Gunners. Absolutely, mate. F off Gunners. Win a Champions League, then come talk to me. Is this loss on INEOS? Yes, done and dusted. And this is ultimately the biggest thing I have, guys. This is the biggest problem I have. Ultimately, this loss is on INEOS. It is on INEOS at the end of the day. That is what this loss is on, guys. It's on INEOS. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day. Let me just sort this out. Natty. So if we start the strikers, we will win that game. Yeah, I agree. EC, De Ligt yesterday was crazy. He took no prisoners. Absolutely. I mean, De Ligt, guys, absolute monster, guys. An absolute monster. De Ligt was an absolute monster, guys. Absolutely brilliant. He was an absolute crazy. He was an absolute beast, guys. Absolutely. And yeah, look, there was a number of man of the match displays in that game yesterday, namely Cunha, Mbumo, Dorgu, but De Ligt was a beast as well. One probably my man completely nullified Gyökeres. Gyökeres had the stink gun was hooked. Gyökeres had the stink gun was hooked. By the way, absolutely, absolutely. Sal, Nat, why did we not cross the balls when the Sesko is in? Exactly, this is what I'm talking about, Natty. Again, Ahmad, I'm talking about this. Ahmad doesn't get the criticism that he deserves sometimes. People blow smoke up his backside for some reason. He doesn't bloody cross the ball. He does this little run, but he's a glorified Aaron Lennon, guys. This is what Aaron Lennon used to do. We need sometimes simplicity. Get that ball into the box. Simplicity. That's what we need to concentrate on sometimes, guys. It's all about simplicity, guys. Do you know what I mean? Guys, do me a favor, guys. Guys, can you just try and vote on my thing, see if it works? I'm trying to do this new poll, of course, guys. Of course. So if you could just write vote 1, 2, choose your player. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever you want to choose, guys. That'd be absolutely fantastic. If you guys can do that for me, that'd be fantastic, guys. I've written how to do it in the comments box, guys. Absolutely. Whoever sanctioned the Ugarte signing needs to answers. Big Odizid. I think we're being a little bit harsh on him. He made one mistake, but he wasn't the worst player on the pitch, mate. He wasn't the worst player on the pitch. He's not the reason we lost. We actually did better when he was on the pitch. Amram defended Binder in the presser, which is horrible. But I hope this was just a PR because I'm sure he sees the issue, hence why they have been in the market. And this is what I would say. Guys, listen, what I would say about that, my friend Coco, what I would say about that, mate, is that he would back the goalkeeper. He would back the goalkeeper because if he attacks the goalkeeper, what's going to happen? If he attacks the goalkeeper, what's going to happen? The goalkeeper is going to lose confidence. The goalkeeper is going to be even worse than he already is. It doesn't make sense. And unless he knows that we're not signing, if he knows we're not signing a new goalkeeper, imagine he already knows that we're not going to get a new goalkeeper. You know, imagine that madness, isn't it? I mean, I know, but poor United didn't get the decision. I mean, mate, you need to know how to spell United first. TD, mate. Are you dyslexic, bruv? A poll has opened. Who was a man in the match versus Arsenal? Vote 1, vote 2. There you go. Thank you, Streamlads. Guys, vote for your man of the match, guys. Please vote for your man of the match. Guys, it's right there. Streamlabs, I've given big up Streamlabs, by the way, all the way, guys. Big up. Please make your vote, guys. We got no votes, guys. What's going on? Vote for your man of the match on screen, guys. That's what you do. That's how you do it, guys. Come on. Vote 1, vote 2, vote 3. Come on. Get that votes in, guys. Get the votes in. No, they delete his man of the match. I do not know why some people do not rate him. He was fantastic yesterday. Absolutely brilliant. An absolute monster yesterday. Absolutely. Sal, did you notice the distribution of Bayindir? I know we need a new goalkeeper, but I cannot ignore his distribution. His distribution was good, mate. But ultimately, EC, what the biggest problem with football, right? The biggest thing is what we would override, yeah? Is the fact that the mistakes define you. The mistakes define you. Those little errors there are the things that cost big. They cost you big time, guys. Those little errors there. Do you know what I mean? And we have to understand that. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, guys. Absolutely. Okay, Revert 7, good morning. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Good morning, Sound. Disgraceful VR didn't overrule the goal. I know, mate. I know. And people are saying it wasn't, you know, a foul, for goodness me. Arsenal, you need to be at least more educated. I mean, some people just need to look at the game fairly. You know what I mean? They need to look at the game fairly. And I don't think people are looking at the game fairly, to be honest with you. Gio and Saka pocketed. They were pocketed, absolutely. Absolutely. United best team in the world, don't know how to play an ugly and get result though. Arsenal best team in the world, never won a Champions League, haven't won a Premier League since 2004, haven't won a trophy in 5 years. Hold that, bruv. Hold that. Bruno was playing deep, absolutely. Cooked Neil Gunner as usual. You can't cook me, mate. I've seen it, been it and done it. You haven't seen nothing, mate. Absolutely. Bruno was playing deep, absolutely. But we need a new keeper and a goalkeeper. Absolutely, guys, absolutely. Yeah, Kenny, if you write down vote the way it's written there, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. I've been critical of De Ligt yesterday. I thought he was a beast, pocketed and bullied. Gyökeres yesterday was nice to see. Big up. I agree with that. Revert 7, spot on. De Ligt was rock solid, absolutely. Amarim need to know Bruno cannot work in the midfield, otherwise he will be sacked. And he's going to live by the sword, die by the sword at the end of the day, isn't he? He needs to understand that it does not work in a number 8 position. It does not work in a number 8 position. That is what it is. Now, Man United need to make a decision here. Man United need to go out there and make a decision and sign a bloody goalkeeper, sign a midfielder. That's what we need to do. And hopefully we get some good news this week. Hopefully some good news comes out of it, guys. But I wanna read some of Ruben Amorim's quotes, guys. If you don't mind, I want to read some of Ruben Amorim's quotes here, guys. So I'm going to bring up these quotes for you guys, if you don't mind. Of course, let me just bring this up, guys. Okay, so Ruben Amorim said, guys, Amorim said, it's our feeling that we play better. In the end, we lose the game, but I'm really proud of the effort they put in at the game. We proved today that we can win any game in the Premier League. We were the better team. We were the better team. Absolutely. He also said, more or less, the same thing happened sometimes last year for me. It's not playing the ball. It's protecting the guys that are attacking. I understand that we want goals, but when you are touching the goalkeeper in that way, I think it's hard, and especially to lose with that goal. Absolutely. He admits it was a foul. Ruben Amorim said it's a foul, mate. Ruben Amorim said it's a foul. There you go. And Ruben Amorim's honest. He's not like a Lego head. We were more aggressive than last year. We sprint more. We were more brave. We let one goal. We let one on. And then with the ball, we have quality. Even when the stadium makes some sounds, we continue to play the way we play. We lost fewer balls. Absolutely spot on. We did lose fewer balls. There's a much better performance there. Absolutely. It was a very good performance. I'm really proud of the players, but in the end, we lost the game. But again, for me, you can win and you can lose in the end, but I am proud of what they did, my players. It's a good feeling. At the same time, it's really hard to lose the game. Agreed, 100%. The system is overrated. It's not the system. You saw sometimes we defended with 5, with 4, with 3. Most of the game, it was 3 against 3. So it's more about the intensity of our players play guys. They are brave, if they are talented, if they are powerful, of course, guys. And I agree with that 100%. It's what I've been talking about for a while. Systems are overrated. We have the players to win the game of the Premier League. We need to focus, forget about the noise. We are fighting for the places. That is a good thing, but we are playing as a team. It doesn't matter who's playing. We want to win games. And that was some comments, guys, from Ruben Amram last night, guys. What do you make of that? Obviously, some crazy, quotes some may say about buying there, but he's going to back his goalkeeper. That's the way it is, and that's the way it is. Guys, thank you so much, EC. Big up yourself. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 13,000, guys. Big up yourself. Hope you're doing well, of course. Am I the only one who thought that it was a penalty on Cunha in the second half? No, you was not, Carl. It was a penalty. It was a penalty. I've got a replay on my Twitter page. It shows you why it was a penalty. And I don't want to hear anyone say, oh, you're blaming referees. Referees make decisions that change games, bruv. They make decisions that change games. Referees determine if you draw, win, or lose. You know what I mean? And Arsenal seem to have the rub of the green every single game. If Amram continues to play Bruno at 8, he will lose his job. He will cost him his job. He's got to start thinking about that. Guys, look, in regards to Mason Mount obviously was highly praised yesterday, And, what I would say is that, I think it was a little bit overrated. Big up, Pel. Hope you're doing well. Bruno's passing in the midfield is too inconsistent. Agreed. His hospital pass to Euro led to the corner, resulting in a goal. And exactly what happened in the Europa League final. What happened in the Europa League final, guys? What happened in the Europa League final? Exactly the same thing. Bruno gives away the ball. Goalkeeper mistake. Mount just has legs. He's a marathon runner. He's an athlete. That's what he is. He's cardiovascular guy. That's what he is at the end of the day. And people are going over the top. Oh, my goodness me. Look how Mason Mount played. What? You're playing in the number 10 and you didn't do nothing. In the number 10, I want you to attack. I want you to shoot. I want you to make chances. I didn't see nothing. Guys, compared to the other players in the team, I don't think, guys. Ruben Amram is deluded if he thinks that Manchester United free goalkeepers are good. I think he's just saying that you got to read in between. That's what happens in football, Samuel. That's what happens in football. You've got to read in between the lines. You've got to understand that, you know what, the manager's going to praise his players. He's not going to criticize his players. Let me tell you that one now. You should know that. Managers do not criticize their own players individually. They may criticize a team as a whole, but they will never criticize their own players individually. That doesn't happen. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it doesn't happen. Average goal game for Mason Mount. Absolutely average game. It was an average game. People are overhyping it. He's good at link-up play, nothing more to his game, not the standard of United. Agreed with that 100%, my friend, EC. Ugarte was rubbish when he came through. The attempted pass back to Maguire was typical. It was terrible. Best team lost. I agree that Chandinga, absolutely the best team lost. Ruben Amram Alters are calling him a coward for not starting Ahmad and now hoping to go over Glaciers replace him. Ridiculous. Mate, at the end of the day, the Ruben Amram Alters were calling him a coward for not starting Ahmad. Ahmad, at the end of the day, when Ahmad came on, we were dangerous. But, what I don't like about Ahmad is the fact that he doesn't cross the ball. He doesn't cross the ball. I've said it from the beginning. We need a right wing back. That's another position that Man United need, by the way. Ugarte is a crime to watch. EC, the stuff he does is criminal. Now, we all know why PSG replaced him. Big up, my friend. The poll, big up. Don't forget to vote, guys, in the poll. Who was the man of the match? Vote 1. Guys, vote 2, vote 3, vote 4. Right exactly as it is on the screen, guys. Thank you very much, Streamlabs, of course. We need a better midfield. We do need a better midfield, need a better goalkeeper as well. Good game, but the one mistake leads into a goal. Absolutely, mate. Big up Revert 7. Kenny, vote 1. Cunha, I don't even know if it's working, guys. Vote 1. Cunha was man of the match. I don't know if it's working at all. I don't think it's working. I'm going to have to fix it up, guys, but it's not working. I'm trying to do the polls on the stream, guys, to fix it, make it more an entertaining experience, of course, guys. Absolutely. Chandiga, our goalkeepers have changed. Let me just see something. No, let me just turn this off. I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna have to fix it up for you guys. I will fix it up for you guys, absolutely. Let me just remove this. Okay, yeah. Look, what I would say is that, yeah, I agree with that. Our goalkeepers have not changed from the last mistakes last season. I agree. Manchester United need to sign 2 goalkeepers and 2 midfielders. Absolutely. Big up, my friend. Big up. I don't think I've turned it off. It's playing up. It's a little bit of technical difficulties there, Coco. Big up, Coco. Rando, why does Amorim love Bruno? He's not a midfielder. He should be on the bench. I agree with that, mate. I agree. Absolutely. I think it at least, guys, I agree. I think he at least should be rotated. He should not be shoehorned into position just because it's Bruno Fernandes. As I said many times, Bruno Fernandes is a class number 10. But as when you bring him into number 8, he's not that guy, you know? We're unable to score as alarm bells. We can't score, absolutely. Arsenal 2.0, Stoke 2.0, Tony Pulis FC, not winning anything this season. With Cunha and Mbeumo, Bruno is irrelevant, including Mount. They should fight for 10 positions. Exactly. Big up, Raymond. Big up, my friend Remnant. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, of course. I'll take is so soft. We need a hard goalkeeper before the window shut down. Yeah. Arsenal, serious losers. Yeah, they're not going to win anything. F them, man. F them. Thank you so much, guys. Absolutely. Big up, Revert 7. Your carriers was wanking yesterday. Big up. Thank you, Coco. I'm going to fix the poll. I'm going to make a better poll. Don't worry about that, guys. Guys. Bought all those tackers, still can't score. Bought your carriers, still can't score, mate. Spent $1 billion, still can't win a trophy, mate. You're going to get schooled again, bruv. You spent $1 billion and still can't win a trophy. Losers. Bruno on number, even in our worst period under Ten Hag, we won a trophy. Big ups, and that was by the way, when you talk about the FA Cup, no, that was actually Unai Emery's team, by the way. Big up, Sal. We talked about the CM and the goalkeeper even in pre-season. We play good football, but it's still clear a CDM and a proper goalkeeper will force a reckon with, and was a pen on Cunha, absolutely. In particular, maybe the goalkeeper one was soft. Maybe Bayindir should have punched it out. But definitely on Cunha, that was a penalty. I would argue with that all day long. Anyone who says it's a penalty, they've got their blinkers on and not analysing football properly. Absolutely. When Sesko gets going with Cunha and Mbeumo alongside him, we'll be cooking, bruv. So I've seen a lot of good signs from Cunha and Mbeumo. I thought they played well yesterday. We need Sesko to start, definitely. Guys, absolutely. Samuel, Mason Mount should be strict from having a number 7 shirt. You have to earn the number 7 shirt and not be given it. I agree with that, mate. The respect for the number 7 shirt has been, has been stepped on, to be honest with you, in my opinion. Good morning, Ellen. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Dembo, your chat today is shocking, Sal. It keeps buffering. Sorry, mate. Is it better now? Guys? Hopefully it's better now, guys. Ellen, if Mason Mount can stay fit, he is a baller. Big up. Yeah, no, he's not a baller. Absolutely not. He's not a baller. I don't think you know what a baller is, Ellen. Sorry, bruv. Sorry, mate. Sorry. Bruno fannying about with the ball in our penalty box led to the corner. Exactly. Again, Bruno. Again, guys. I wouldn't call Mason Mount a baller. I think he does a job. That's about it. I would say that. Guys, my man of the match was De Ligt, probably mine too, but then Cunha and that were, to be honest, good as well. We should have won that. Arsenal should be embarrassed. Absolutely, Joe Blackman. Big up, Joe Blackman. You're back, Joe Blackman. How you doing, mate? I hope you're well. I was worried about you, bruv. Haven't seen you for a while. Hope everything is blessed with you, my friend. Hope you're blessed. And guys, please tell me if my stream is okay now. Obviously, it was buffering earlier on, but I'm back now, guys. Sorry, it's the cost of technology, guys. I'm trying to improve things, of course. Big up Kenny. Big up Joe Blackman, of course, the legend, the myth. Look at your goalkeeper. Yeah, our goalkeeper's poor, Neil. Our goalkeeper's poor, and we're not denying that. At least we're honest. At least we're not delusional like you Arsenal fans. At least we're not delusional, mate. We know our goalkeeper's poor. We admit when our players are poor. You don't. You were outplayed, by the way. You know what I mean? These players are making their debut. You know what I mean? And you were outplayed, mate. You know what I mean? You got Sesko, you got Cunha and Mbeumo who ran your team, guy. Yeah, we didn't score, but that happens in football. But you should look at your team and be extremely worried about your team, because you're going to lose to Man City. You're going to lose to Liverpool. You're going to lose to Chelsea, mate. And that's what's going to happen. And you're not going to win anything. And I would, if I was a Man United fan and it was the other way around, I would say I was very disappointed with the team performance. We won the game. That's great. But I'm a little bit worried going forward because we were dominated against. And which he was. Big up. Darren. Don't waste your time with thick gooners out. They're thick, mate. They're delusional and oh, goodness me, my goodness me. I don't fear us playing big teams, but we need to be more ruthless against a low block, because when Arsenal play a low block, Arsenal played a low block, exactly. We struggled to score, but I feel that, yeah, it will improve. And I saw a lot of good things from Mbeumo and Cunha yesterday. That I feel that they're going to improve. And when we get Sesko in that team, and guys, look, what I would say, guys, is that we need to pass the ball. We need to cross that ball. We need to cross the ball sometimes. We do too much in those wing areas. Sometimes it's better off just to get that ball and cross the ball into the box. That's what you need to do. Sometimes it's what you have to do, of course. Good morning, Saviour. How you doing? That's a penalty, and the goalkeeper is needed. We allowed a goal because of the goalkeeper. Absolutely, Saviour. I agree with that. Absolutely. Dorgu's getting better. Absolutely, he's getting better. Absolutely. Ahmad is so frustrating, man. You didn't Messi, man. It is frustrating, mate. And I think that this exemptness from Ahmad getting criticism is ridiculous. He's a glorified Aaron Lennon. He's a glorified Aaron Lennon, guys. He runs and he doesn't do anything. Get that cross in the box. How many times did I say, get that cross in the box? Stop passing back. Cutting in, passing back, cutting in, passing back. Look, this is why I'm a big advocate. And I'm not only talking about him, I'm talking about the left wing as well. This is why I'm a big advocate for left players playing on the left, right players on the right. I don't like inadvertedness, if that even is a word. Inadvertedness. It should be a word anyway, guys. But I don't like inadverted things, guys. I just hope that this game is a one-off. We go next week, we beat Fulham, we beat Burnley, we beat City, and then we move on from there. And then it's generally a decent start to the season. But obviously now we left ourselves against the grain with work to do. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day. There's no vote for me. Big up Joe Blackburn. There's no vote for me. I know, mate. It's not working. I had to turn it off, mate. That's the problem. Is there voting on YouTube? Yeah, there is. I'll put the voting on YouTube, guys. I'm going to do it for you. For the last 15 minutes, I'm going to put a vote on the game, guys, for you guys. Let me pull it up. So you guys can vote for it, because my dud vote thing has absolutely let me down, guys. Streamlabs, you let me down, mate. You've let me down. I mean, I trust you, bruv. And you let me down, bruv. Absolutely, they have let me down. So, let's see if I can get this up. I'll get it. I'll do it. Right. I'm going to create a poll now. Right. Your man of the match is tonight. Who was your man of the match? This is more reliable. Who was your man of the match? Okay. So, was it number 1? I know everyone's going to say Cunha. Was it number 2? De Ligt? Was it number 3? Mbeumo? Was it number 4? Dorgu? And those are my final choices, guys. I don't want to hear anything else. Those are my final choices, guys. My man of the match, De Ligt, Cunha. I put the votes on YouTube, guys. It's on YouTube right now, guys. Jokeris is playing with a ghost, Cunha and Mbeumo. I mean, imagine Cunha and Mbeumo were playing for Arsenal, guys. You know what I mean? There you go. Coco, agreed. Ahmad needs to step up and adapt. Can't play as a number 10 when you're wing back. Got to cross more. I hope he pulls through. I hope he pulls through as well, Coco. And this is exactly the thing I was trying to say for the last month about Ahmad. And I've been talking about this whole month, right? I've been talking about numerous amounts of players in our team, whether it's the goalkeeper, the midfield, whether it's Bruno, Mason Mount, Ahmad. I've been talking about every player in our team and what is needed to improve in his football team right now. What do we need to improve? And I'm going to be honest. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, guys. Thank you for voting anyway, Ellen. I know it. I mean, I've got the vote on YouTube. Sorry, guys. I wasted your time. Thank you so much, guys. The poll's gone. The poll's on YouTube now, Joe. The poll's on YouTube. Big up. Vote one. Big up UK Raps, of course. Common Pence, how you doing? United were not robbed. All eyes on by in there. Can I just say that we do not concede a corner if United would just clear the ball and not pass Dorgu? Arsenal wasn't an even shooting. My United were robbed, mate. Common Pence. Your penny to the dozen comment, your Poundland comment doesn't really make sense, mate. No wonder you're called Common Pence. Sound like a sport little brat, mate. You're better than that, bro. Jake Snell. You know what I would say about you, mate? The only sport little brat about me, mate. The only you come on my stream, call me a sport little brat, mate. I call things as they are, mate. You come on the stream like a little snail. Is that your name, Jake Snell? Yeah, whatever it is, mate. It's a bad name. And what I would say, mate, is that don't come on my stream with a comment like that because you will get blocked, brother. Right? You will get blocked because at the end of the day, I'm talking about the football match, mate. I'm talking about the football match. I'm better than you, bro. Yeah, let me tell you that. I'm better than you, bro, because I've done more in my life than you, bro. So shut your mouth. Right, and I will block you, mate. So goodbye. Absolutely. Big up, everyone. Ronin. Big up, Ronin. Finally, our fans are starting to recognise Mount's importance to the squad. In my opinion, that's he's placed the right system alongside Tiger. I don't think he plays in the system, Ronan. I think he's on the bench. He's not going to get in front of Mbumo, Cunha, and Sesko. That is what our team should be. But I'm not saying don't keep him in the squad. I think he does a job for the squad, and that's what I'll say. But you know, I think it's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's not going to elevate Man United to levels. Sal, it's a World Cup year. Luke will be, he'll play this year. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Natty, for voting. Technical difficulties on the actual poll, guys. So sorry, guys. Absolutely. I've got the poll though on YouTube, so check it out on YouTube. Write your polling, write your votes in, guys. Vote for De Ligt. He was the man of the match. Absolutely pocketed De Ligt. Absolutely. Ellen, still with confident goal like that last season. We overlooked in the attack, but the lack of a striker is, dear God, help Sesko. Absolutely. Bruno was at fault. Yeah, that's what we said, Common Pence. You do not give Arsenal corners. Pathetic way to give. Yeah, we've already said that, Common Pence. Absolutely. No problem. I know, Gunnar. I know. Look, Gunnar, at least you're respectful, mate. At least you're respectful, brother. Much love to you and best of luck for the rest of the season. But what I would say is that don't come on the channel, not you, Gunnar, but don't come on the channel and start insulting people, saying I was like a sport brat and stuff. I'm calling the game. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, people come in there think they're smart asses. You know what I mean? You see this? Yeah, that's what will happen if they come to my face. Absolutely. Natty. Smash the likes and subscribe. Thank you so much, Natty. Big up, my friend. I'm a Garty fan, but he has been shocking. I agree, Ellen. He was poor yesterday. Can't sugarcoat that. Absolutely. Bruno will be the death of the manager. We need a preseason. This also obvious yesterday, especially for the midfield players. Get rid of Bruno. VJ, I agree with you, mate. But if I talk, I'm going to be in trouble, as the great Jose Mourinho said. If I talk, I'll be in trouble, mate. Do you know what I mean? He's not going to be dropped, is he? He's not. We should have took 100 million, but there we are. Ruben has that dog in him. He was absolutely fuming in the post-match conference. Just looking in his eyes, he was, mate. Joe, sorry, Joe. It was a technical difficulty with the poll, mate. I have written a poll on YouTube, though. I mean, we'll get better polls up. Don't worry about that in the future, definitely. But I got it up on there, guys. Absolutely. We just desperately needed a goalkeeper, and there was France waving his around and begging for the team to Premier League to get him. Exactly. Facts. He almost cussed out a reporter. Yeah, good. Should have went to Specsavers, Joe Blackman. No, I've got it on YouTube, brother. Ellen. And the men's, I don't care. Find a goalkeeper in kindergarten. Get him, Ellen. I agree, mate. I agree. Absolutely. We do need Bella, guys. We do need Bella. VJ, Roy Keane, best analyst yesterday, better than Roy. Gary Neville's a prat, mate. Gary Neville's got an agenda. Gary Neville's is a conflict. A walk-in conflict of interest is what Gary Neville is. A walk-in conflict of interest. Steve, is it just rumours, or is it that Belabor has put in a transfer request? Haven't heard anything at the moment. Sure, we will hear anything, more stuff within the next few days. But I wouldn't be surprised if he did. If Man United want Belabor has to hand in a transfer request. Absolutely. He definitely does. Absolutely. Never seen Amin like that. He was exploding. I agree. It was good to see him like that. For now, the process more important than the results. Yesterday was a great performance. I don't think so, Ibrahim. I don't think so. If results, the most important thing. Sorry. We need results. So compared to whoever United, because results breed confidence and help performances. So compared to whoever United stand, you have the best analysts, the other two that have been blown hot air up, Glazers and INEOS. Big up, VJ. Really appreciate you, my friend. Really appreciate the compliments. Thank you so much. It's very hard to do. Let me just say something about, guys, about football content and stuff like that. As you see, you get a lot of stuff and that. It's very hard to do, and I would applaud anyone who does it. It's very difficult. And what I would say is that I was away in Italy for the last month doing the content, bringing you that live content. It was difficult, but you know what? Very happy that you guys appreciate it, and thank you so much for joining the channel, my friend. Keep supporting the channel, keep spreading the word. Thank you so much, my guy. Uchi Italiani. Are you Italian? Buongiorno. How you doing? Well, good to see you. Good to see you, of course. That is just rumours. Baleba wanted to join Man United, but he is also happy at Brighton. Yeah, Ellen, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. This week's very telling. If Amram was honest on buying there and INEOS that want to bring in a new goalkeeper, that leaves Amram with an unhappy keeper. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely, Tybug. It's obvious, isn't it? It's no, isn't it? It's obvious, brother. It is obvious that if he goes out there and starts saying, do you know what? Buying there was crap. Buying there should not be playing for Man United. We need a new goalkeeper. What's that going to do for the goalkeeper's confidence? You know what I mean? Managers do not do that. And added to that, if he said that, imagine what the media would say to him. It'd be mad, isn't it, Tybog? Actually, big up Tybog, legend, of course. Big up. Thank you guys for voting. I know my poll was dud. I'm gonna get a better one, but I need to find a better poll system, guys. Because StreamYard is dud. You know, I'm gonna diss them out in the chat. The poll is unresponsive. Yes, Sanjay, I know. Thank you. Doesn't work. Thanks though. Thank you, guys. It's on YouTube. The poll is on YouTube. Had technical difficulties. Of course, this is live television. I remember when pundits and media wanted Ten Hag to be called out the players, but he protected them. What Rumour did was the Rashford criticism, all hell broke loose. Exactly. Same media and pundits went against Ruben. Exactly. So why is he going to do that again? When he called out that team, and he called that team the worst Man United team in history, what happened, guys? When he called that team the worst Man United team in history, what happened? You know what happened, innit? You know what I mean? Everyone went barking mad, barking mad. INEOS, 2 weeks left to improve themselves. Yes, absolutely agree. 35 likes. Can we get to 50 likes, guys, by the end of the show? Don't forget, I've got 107 in at the moment. Don't forget to smash the like, guys. Come on, even if you're not a Man United fan. We're well, guys, and we need to continue from there. We get more points than last season. Absolutely. Let's hope. So we will get more points than last season, mate. I agree. Big up, Sanjay. Thank you so much. 129 watching. Thank you. We need more. We need to get more, of course. We have Bruno because if the rebuild, he is handing the team together this season. He will be gone next summer and replaced. Yeah, he will be. He will be gone next summer. But it's not to say he's not good enough. We still say he's not good enough, and that is what I would say. Guys, yesterday Dorgu was making some beautiful crosses, and no target man Sesko is going to try it. Thank you, Ibrahim. I agree with that. Thank you for mentioning Dorgu. I thought Dorgu was an unsung hero yesterday. I thought he was an unsung hero yesterday, and I thought he did brilliantly yesterday, in my opinion. I really do think so. If you haven't hit the like button, please kindly do it. Thank you so much, Joe Blackman, you legend. Good to see you back, my friend. Man of the match, Delete. Probably, yeah, it was man in the match. Stream is fine. Thank you, Ellen. Big up yourself. Thank you. All the money Arteta has spent, the only way the goal they scored was relying on corners that have... Guys, listen, 2025, we got Wimbledon 2.0. Wimbledon 2.0, guys. That's what we got. Ravel, do you think if Amram is replaced... If Amram is replaced, Cunha would play in the midfield in a 4-3-3, or would he play a touchline winner? No, I'm not sure Amram out. Just curious. Nah. I think Cunha is a brilliant number 10. I think he can play that. I think that system works. I just think that Man United were literally... We played Arsenal yesterday. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget Arsenal are a great team. No matter what we say, Arsenal are a great team, okay? So we played Arsenal yesterday, and we went toe-to-toe with them, and we played very well. Unlucky we made a mistake, and the referee was bad, and we lost the game 1-0. That happens in football, of course. But what I would say is that, look, the system has nothing to do with it. I don't want Ruben Amorim to get sacked. We played a 4-3-3 under Ten Hag. It didn't work, you know, I would say. But one thing I would say to put a little bit of balance on my opinion is that he needs to get results. This is what I'm talking about. He needs to get results. The process... you don't get patience in football, unfortunately. Unfortunately, from Ruben, as much as I like Ruben Amorim, you don't get patience. If we go to Fulham next week and we play magnificently well and we lose 1-0 again, we know the knives are going to be out. People are not going to be saying, yeah, we're 2-0 on the performances. People are not going to say that. They're going to say, you know what, we lost the game. That's the most important thing. And we have to say that. Absolutely. Big up, EC. Big up. Dorgu looks like a quality signing. He has progressed well since last season. Chasen, big up. I agree with that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Binder is even worse than Anana. Absolutely. Guys, there was a tweet. The Japan flag. You know, Japan changed their flag and they just made the red in of the dot a different, slightly shade different color. It's funny, isn't it? They were saying that about Anana and Binder. Mbumo, Cunha and Dorgu looks really strong. I agree. Love the attack we are creating, but all the ball in the box and no striker on them was pain to watch. Sesko needed to start the game. He did, Ellen. And did you notice, Ellen, that when Sesko came on the pitch, we were not crossing the ball. We weren't crossing the ball. When he came on the pitch, we weren't crossing the ball. And that was disappointing because we had many opportunities, of course, guys. Absolutely. Fanativate, good game, need to score goals, and I'm sure we will get there. One mistake keeper killed the game. Absolutely. I agree with that. Big up, Jamie. We will clap Fulham if we play like that. Let's hope so, mate. I agree. We probably will beat them. Your luck, Reggie, runs out, mate. You're going to need them 3 points when you get bypassed through the season. Call it a charity. Big up, mate. Absolutely. Manchester United should have signed Michael Elise instead of letting him join in Bayern Munich. We got Mbumo and Cunha. I think they're just as good, if not better. Why do United always concede from corners? Because we have a poor goalkeeper. And my friend... I cannot stress how important it is to have a competent goalkeeper between the sticks. I cannot stress how important it is. What I would say is this, right? When you've got a competent goalkeeper, a goalkeeper takes pressure off the defense. For example, that goal yesterday. If a cross comes in and for example, Donnarumma was in goal and he caught the ball, the defense is like, oof, that's good. When a goalkeeper makes a mistake, it just ruins the morale of the team. It ruins the morale of the team. The morale is on the floor and the stuff like that. And that's what happens, of course. 21st century football. Big up. If they were playing for Arsenal, Arsenal would sweep up the league. Big up 21st century football. That's in Boomer and Cunha, probably, yeah. It's a problem since David Moyes took charge. I agree with that, mate. Wrong choices, mate. Wrong choices from the beginning. David Moyes should never have been appointed as Manchester United manager. Sorry, guys. Delete for me, our defense is so good. It is a crime not to have a good goalkeeper. It's true, brother. It's true, Ellen. Sorry. It's true, Ellen. People are underestimating us already yesterday. I saw improvement, of course, but results are important, Jamie. Very important. Diego Dalot is shit, though. He is. I agree. He is. Even though he had a slightly better game yesterday, but not good enough. He is so shit. He needs to have a contract. Big up, my friend. Jake's now. Absolutely. Big up. Sal is ruthless. Ellen, I am, mate. Look, Ellen, I'm a kind guy. I'm a humble guy from humble beginnings. If you come on this channel and you don't give me a constructive opinion, but you say something rude, I will backfire. I don't care. I'm all fire. I don't care if it upsets people. I don't care if they unsubscribe. I don't care. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, if they say something rude, that's what I'll do. At the end of the day, when I talk about football from the heart. I'm not one of those other content creators who talk about football for vibes. I love Man United as a football club, and I believe in Man United, and I speak passionately, and that's what you should be. It's not my fault some people are not real, you know what I mean? Remo, the refs were on Arsenal's side the last 3 times we played them, but they keep moaning about the refs. Exactly, Remo, they were. And I'm not saying that because I don't like to complain to referees. I absolutely hate complaining about referees. But you're absolutely spot on there, Romo. Ignore the haters. Good season if we carry on playing like that. Let's hope so, brother. Let's hope so. Jake Snell got battered faster than Bugs Bunny. Big up, Coco. Big up, my friend. Absolutely. Remember, how are the refs on Arsenal side? They are Josiah during 1-1. Basically, you didn't watch the game. You didn't watch the game, mate. Thank you, though, for voting. Our season will be defined how we play against mid-table lower teams and how consistent we are winning those games. And we need to win games in a row with more performances like this. I agree with that, LT. Absolutely. Guys, you absolute legends. Thank you so much. Nice, passionate show as usual, guys. Really appreciate everyone in the chat. Guys, Absolutely. Thank you, Jamie. I will do, mate. I'm no hold bars. I'm an East End guy, mate, through and through. I don't mess about. You know what I mean? Guys, thank you so much, Saviour. You legend. Big up yourself. And thank you, everyone who's joined the stream today, guys. Don't forget to smash a like on the way out. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Put your notifications on this where if I go live. Of course, there could be news breaking anytime, as we know, ins and outs, of course, guys. But thank you, everyone, for joining me today, guys. You're absolute legends. Have a great day. Big up Neil Gunner. Much love, brother. Love the banter. Big up yourself. I'll see you soon, hopefully, mate. And I'll see you at the Emirates. Thank you so much. And we will see you later on for Chatterbox, guys. If nothing else breaks, of course. Have a great day. I'm Sal Warner. This is Breaking Dawn. See you soon. Peace.